Hello there and Happy New Year. As I have to re-record this, which it's all your fault. I have to re-record this. It is. It is. See, I recorded this video, got it done, ready to go on the channel, midnight, New Year's Day, and then you guys went and gave me 1,000 subscribers. Yes, again, thank you very much. But yeah, because in that original video, I listed what I would do when we got to 1,000. Well, now we are at 1,000. Probably a little bit more since then. So now I had to kind of re-record this, which is cool because I had one more thing that I forgot to put in that video, so I added to this one. So I have a list right here. And the first and foremost thing is to say Happy New Year. Again, 2026. There. This is my 7th year. 2019 to 2020. 2020 to 2021. 2021 to 2022. 2022 to 2023. 2023 to 24. 24 to 25. 25 to 26. It's gone my 7th year, but not to August. That's when I know I had some stuff on the channel before that, but when I started reviewing movies, that's when I, officially count as my channel starting, especially since I deleted most of those other videos except for the Mortal Kombat X, which I'm thinking about redoing because the qualities in those videos when I was recording on my Xbox and that thing wasn't the best quality, but I don't know. I do want to do more video game stuff on the channel, but that's not any of this. But yeah, so this past year we hit 900. Oh, we also hit 800 and 700, but I already did those. But for 900, I said what I'm going to do is this year, because I didn't have enough time to do anything else, I'm going to do 10 new franchises. That means no revisited, unless it's the first film, because I'm thinking of Karate Kid. Here, I gotta revisit the first film. The rest of the franchise is new for me. Right? Something like that. I have a short list, which I am working on converting to 10. It's like 12, 13 right now. Yeah. So I haven't completely decided yet, but I will be doing those 10 franchises. By franchises, I mean 3 or more, not 2. The 2 first, which I said I was going to do last year, and I never did, but I may do more. That's not official, though. But yeah, so for 900, we get 10 new franchises. So, movie franchises. Yeah. Then, since we got to 1,000, I was ahead of the curve this time. Okay, damn it. I was ahead of the curve, damn it. I actually had something planned, and I technically announced it before I got to 1,000. But the video wasn't up yet. When you try to get ahead of the curve and the curve says, nope. So, for 1,000, since we made it to 1,000, you have unlocked a new series on the channel. You have decided to torture me, whether you knew it or not. Because I'm going to start a new series. It's an ongoing series. Like some other ones I'll talk about later, but it's an ongoing thing. It's not like it's not like I do with To Be Tuesday, where I pick a day, Tuesday, and do it for 3 months, and that's a season. No, it's an ongoing one, like say Enter the Cage or Slimania or something like that, which we'll talk about later. It's called Bad Horror Revisited, where I take a look at in my mind, some of the worst horror movies I've ever seen that I own. Examples like Ouija, or I think it was The Turning, or The Unborn, which I'm waiting for my DVD copy to arrive so I can do that one. And there are others. And there are some that I did not like, that other people did like, and will say is a good movie, but movies that I just didn't gel with me, like Host. Not The Host, not the ending movie, Host. The one with the women on the Zoom meeting thing that they did during COVID. And that also the director's follow-up, Dashcam, which everyone hated. But besides Host, there's also Psycho Goreman, PG Psycho Goreman, which I didn't care for, but everybody was all, oh my god. I admit the effects in that movie was good. I did not like that little girl. So we'll see. Sometimes a rewatch can change things. And there's also a movie, my first Yikes review was Restricted Area. I'll give that a fair rewatch because I don't. We'll see. There's a bunch that I could do. So you have unlocked Bad Horror Revisited. These are revisited reviews of horror movies I've watched before, but are they bad to me or objectively bad? You know, objectively bad like The Turning or Ouija or something like that, or bad to me like Host or PG Psycho Goreman. I know some people really like those movies, and that's good on you, but I did not. But this is my chance to revisit it and kind of say, is it still bad or is it better than I thought it was? Was I, and I give it a fair shake. I remember, I think Host, there was that one guy character that pissed me off. He was always playing the jokes or whatever. I have to rewatch it, but yeah. Birth month is coming up, February, of course, and I have the list. Again, it's one of those things, I call it a short list, but it's not a short list. It's 28 freaking movies. But that might change. It always changes. Sometimes it changes when I'm recording it, but I try to keep a steady list. Like October, I had a steady list, and then all of a sudden I had an idea what I was doing in October, and then it's like, oh hey, you have access to all these streaming services now for free through your cable. Well, now that's got to change because I got Hulu and I got Shudder, so that drastically had to change. But birth month, I'm trying to go with stuff. There's some streaming stuff. I'm trying not to plan too much every streaming because I don't know how much longer I have. But if I have to, I will. We'll see. As we get closer, I'm going to be filming birth month in January after I get done with something I'm going to go ahead and scratch off now. The ABC2 review series. I'm just calling ABC2. I've already started recording. I'm up to... I've recorded through G. I'm at H. And after I watch this one movie, I finished this movie and I'm recording. It's the last movie from this year, from 2025, that I'm doing. It's The Black Phone 2, which is probably already up, and I probably ought to explain it in the video. It's not on any of my end of the year lists because I didn't watch it till after I did those lists. I'm not going to have to re-record all those now. Just leave it off. But I bought it with Christmas money, so. So ABC2 review series is happening. I already started recording it, so there's that. Juniversal Month, which is an extension of Juniversal Horror Month I did last year. This year's going to be the whole month, and it's going to be probably going to be the only year I do it like this. Unless I get I ain't going to do it again. I like to do an extra special month, whether it's martial arts or March of the Living Dead, and now it's June, which pushes it back. Makes it better. Allows me to do other things between March and June, but I'm looking at, I have written it down that it's half revisited, half new ones. So it's not just rehashing ones I already did or going back to it. There's a bunch of new ones too. And like I did with Universal Horror Month, it's going to be from the year they came out. So I think we start off in 1982. I think E.T. is the first one that I'm going to do. I think it's the first one on the list. I can look quick and tell you. December Hall. I may be going too far. Retro Rewind. That was something else. It's needless to say, Retro Rewind is coming back. Retro Rewind. I didn't write that down, but I'll say now. Retro Rewinds. They're the ongoing things too. Retro Rewind. I stopped doing those in seasons. I'll just do a bunch every once in a while. Retro Rewind from the fall, and even Take Me to the Pilot. Take me to the pilot. Let's see, the E.T. I don't have them in order, but I think that's the earliest one I have. And I haven't really... The list is not complete yet, so don't hold me on that. But yeah. Yeah, 1982, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. I think that's the first one that'll be on there. Don't quote me on that, though. And then, every year, I do a big revisited series. The past couple of years, it's been horror related. I did Chucky, and then I did Freddy. This year, it's Batman. That's right, Batman Revisited. And, to kind of set up what, supposedly, where we're getting the Batman Part 2 this year. Is it this year? I think? Or is that next year? Whatever. Just so I cover my ass. And here's what I'm doing. It's sometimes when I do revisited series, I do new ones, right? Like I revisited I Know What You Did Last Summer, right? And I did the new one. Some of you might be asking, are you ever going to finish revisiting the Scream movies? Yes, I did the first one for the first ABC review series. Very proud of that one. It won't be a full series, but maybe I'll just do Scream 2 Revisited, pop it in once in a while. Or Scream 3 or 4, even 5. A new one comes out this year, so I may pop up Scream 2 and 3, maybe, I don't know. But maybe I will pop those in this year. We'll see. But, as we get close, that's like January, February it comes out, right? I don't know. But whatever. But to add to it, so what I'm doing is I'm starting with 89 because I just did the Batman 66 movie a little bit early to revisit that already. But it's been a while since I did the other one. So I'm doing the 4 Burton Schumacher films. I'm going to do the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight films. The Batman. I'm not doing BVS or Justice League or any of that shit. I talked about those. They're done. I've done those twice too. Exploring the DCEU and Zack Snyder. Snyder. So I don't need to do those anymore. But I'm also doing the animated ones again. But I'm limiting it. So I'm doing Masked Phantasm, Sub-Zero, Mystery of the Batwoman, and The Batman vs. Dracula, which is right here somewhere. It was right here somewhere, and I think I moved it somewhere else. It was right here. In my other video, it was right here. So I don't know where it went. It's right here. Right underneath my shirt. I'm organized, I swear. Right there. It's the only animated one I haven't done. I'm not going to do like Under the Red Hood or anything like that. Though I could add that if I want to. I might actually add Under the Red Hood. We'll see. Because I did that one a few years ago. It was at DC December I did that, or maybe I just did it offhand. It's a great movie. So I may do that one just to add an extra one. That one wasn't DC December. It was the other ones. It was Gotham Knight and those ones that I didn't particularly care for. They're alright. The only one I'm not doing is Batman Superman movie or World's Finest. Because technically those are episodes of Superman the animated series. When I eventually revisit Superman, whenever the hell that is, I'll add that to that list. So, Batman Revisited. Look for it. Speaking of Revisited, it's been 25 years since the 2000s started. And we're going to 2026. I thought, why not go back and just, this says 2000s Revisited. I'm going to look at some movies from the 2000s. It's been a while. A lot of them that I reviewed at the start of my channel and need a revisited format, the kind of my new style and my new rating system, because I think back then they're all like the numbers or something. I'll give it a 6 or 2 or whatever I was doing. Sometimes movies like Road Trip, Euro Trip, The Girl Next Door. I might even just do Miss March again. That was in my pick 10 comedy, but I've been wanting to revisit this since I watched Zach Cregger's other movies, and figure out why those 2 other movies are so good and this one's not, and I see that the name on there next to Zach Cregger is Trevor Moore, and rest in peace, sir. But he may be the issue I have. It may be that Zach Cregger is doing the good stuff, and his stuff was the fecal matter. Well, that might be the problem. Fecal matter is a big problem in that movie, if you know what I mean. And I also want to check out some 2000s movies I either haven't seen. I've seen part of this. I know Volper Pedro. I know the little dance that he does. I know Tater Tots, but I haven't seen it all the way through, or just haven't reviewed yet. I have these two sitting right here, so those are the two. You know, that'll do. But yeah, because there's a lot of movies in the 2000s that I did like, you know. And there's going to say it's not just comedies, there's horror, action, stuff that came out, and new ones, old ones. So it's 2000s revisited, but you're also gonna get some new shit I'll throw in there. One movie I've had in there that I've wanted to watch, but kind of been iffy on it. My name is Borat. Hello, welcome to Kazakhstan. I've wanted to check out that movie, but I don't know. We used to quote that a lot at the swimming pool when we were younger. My name is Borat. Very nice. You know, so yeah, ABC 2. Lost in Translation. Yeah, a series I announced last year and did one video before the new year and did nothing else. My plan was to do a bunch of those during October for Halloween Horror Month. And as you know, that changed when I got the streaming services. But now I've actually bought a bunch more new ones to do. You're going to get some revisited, like Pulse and The Ring and The Grudge and The Uninvited. But you're going to get new ones, like Dark Water, Shudder, and The Eye with Jessica Alba. Yeah, you're going to... The Eye with an eye. Yeah, you're going to get that. And again, that's going to be ongoing. Like Bad Horror Revisited, we're just going to be thrown through. So... I'll pop up every once in a while. A lot of things I want to do. I also say I want to focus on more TV shows. That kind of goes with Scotty TV or Short Lived. I want to do an ongoing... I have my retrospectives I'm doing. I need to finish Supernatural. I need to start the season 7 of Smallville. The Talkville podcast is already done with season 7. I was so busy with a lot of other stuff. They just happened to be doing this time of the year where I'm busy doing the Halloween shit and the Christmas shit and in the December and all that. It just, you know. But I want to start a retrospective on the new Scooby-Doo movies, and there's only 2 seasons of that, and they're an hour apiece, which, weirdly enough, hour-long programs are easier for me to do than half-hour ones, which is why I kind of been pushing back Saved by the Bell. Because with a half-hour thing, with an hour you get to sit there, you can sort of enjoy it. You can kind of do your own little thing while you're watching it. But then you get the half-hour format, and it goes by so fast within 30 minutes, 25 minutes or so without the commercials, and you're just like, oh, it's over. Now I have to talk about it. You know. And it's easier. You have a little break in between for the hour or 45 minutes, whatever. So, yeah. And to add to the TV stuff, my announcement. Oh, going back to ABC2, the announcement of the poll winner for the letter T. It was Take Me Home Tonight or This Is the End. And you all overly voted for Take Me Home Tonight, which is why it's a movie I wanted to talk about for the longest time, and I never know why, but now I'm going to once I get there. So there's that. And the poll winner for the next show I'm going to talk about, it'll be short-lived, because I decided originally it was going to be a Scotty TV. It's Blue Mountain State. But given the way that show ended, and they had to kind of make up what they were going to do with the movie, it's going to be a short-lived review. I know I usually only do 2 seasons for those things, but 3 seasons kind of works too, especially in the way that it ended. Right, like, if I was to talk about Stargirl in one shot, I think I would do that as a Scotty TV. Because it lasted 3 seasons, right? But I think they had the foresight. They didn't know it was going to be it, but they had the foresight to write an ending that could be the ending of the show should it be canceled, and it was. So that would be... So it's all about how the show ends. If it ends with no conclusion like Blue Mountain State does, short-lived, and then we'll talk about the movie. Let me talk about that movie. And then I'm also bringing back the recurring series, which I haven't done while Slide Mania, Keanuverse, End of the Cage, all those. But adding new ones like Bad Horror Revisited or 2000 Revisited or Lost in Translation. I always add new stuff to the channel. A lot of stuff. But yeah, including the return. You know, I do a seasonal show. It's usually Tubi Tuesday, but well, I do want to return to that. We'll see how that works. I want to bring back, this is not a formal announcement, this is just an idea because I just throw a lot of things. I would like to bring back Throwback Thursday and Flashback Friday. Flashback Friday. Throwback Thursday, Flashback Friday. You don't remember or know what that was? Throwback Thursday is when I would review a movie from the 90s. You know, it'd be like at noon, you get a review of a 90s movie, and then Flashback Friday was a review of an 80s movie. I've been wanting to kind of bring that back for a while, and while this isn't an official announcement that I am bringing it back, I want to do that. But I also don't want to abandon Tubi Tuesday, and I feel like if I bring those back, I'm going to have to do that, because it would be the the March, April, May, which is what I usually do Tubi Tuesday under, because it's easier to do. And if I do that, I don't want to have to... Because I was doing 3 at a time at one time, and I brought in Modern Monday, and doing all 3 of those kind of took all the energy out of me. So... And a part of me just wants to say, fuck it, do Tubi Tuesday because it's easier, which I might end up doing. But just the idea of these is out there. I want to do that, but... Because I wanted to mention it in a video, just so it's out there, new people know that when it comes back, if it comes back, that I did mention it, or if I don't, at least I you know that I want to do that. So I haven't officially decided if I'm doing that yet, but I want to. But it's weighing the pros and cons. Go ahead, say it. 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". So what are you 67? Go watch Matlock. Anyway, that's all I have. That's it. So, Happy New Year. And once again, thank you for 1,000. I did not think we were going to get there that fast. Like I said, I made that video thinking we wouldn't make it to 1,000 before the new year. I was wrong. We did. But, yeah. So, thank you for watching. I've been Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.